Welcome back, students, to another lecture for How to Manage Technology Products by KP LAMA Education. Now, today's lecture will be the final lecture in our 6-part series, so today we'll be talking about recapping the content so far. So, what have we covered previously? So, we've covered what is a technology development project and why is it different to other projects. What are the different processes and techniques of managing technology development projects? Ensuring you pick the right projects and why. Failed project case studies and successful project case studies. So, what is it that you need to know about a technology development project? So, the term technology development refers to a special class of development projects where the deliverable is new knowledge, new technology, a technical capability, or a technological platform. These projects will include fundamental research projects, science projects, basic research, and often technology platform projects. Now, these will usually lead to multiple commercial projects, a new product, or a new process development. Now, remember that technology development projects are a special breed. Even though they represent a small proportion of effort in a typical company's development portfolio, they are vital to the company's long-term growth, prosperity, and sometimes, their survival. So, why are they so special? So, as we said in the previous lecture, these projects stand out because they are often mismanaged or mishandled, resulting in few benefits to the company. Now, TD projects are so special because they are often the foundation or a platform for a new product line or an entirely new business. In short, TD projects are important to profitability in that they help to decommoditize the business's product offerings. Now, they are so special, TD projects, is because they are usually the projects where you have the breakthroughs, the disruptive technologies, and the radical innovations that create the huge growth opportunities, and of course, the superlative profits. So that's the main thing about technology development projects. They are so mired in mystery that they are hard to pin down exactly what they will require to complete. But if managed properly, they can produce some very beneficial product or a large amount of profit if great care and due attention is taken during the project. So, managing the project. So, what are the different processes of managing TD projects? Now, remember, don't use traditional methods for non-traditional projects. Use a process designed for TD projects. So that's your stage gate and your go criteria. Now, these on the road, those normally will not work for TD projects. However, if they are custom tailored according to your project, then they should function as they should, giving you the data that you need to be able to highlight what resources you require, what needs to be done, by when, by who, etc. But using them on their own won't work. Using them together, both custom tailored, work fine. So, ensuring you pick the right projects and why. So, making the resource commitment decisions for any TD projects, especially at early stages, is problematic for many companies. As I said, they're mired in mystery. Nobody knows how they're going to turn out, or how they're going to begin, or what's going to happen, because there's so much unknown. So, as I said, clearly traditional tools such as financial analysis and profit criteria are not too useful, because we just don't know what's going to happen. Best performers adopt a combination of evaluation techniques and criteria for making go-kill decisions on TD projects. That's what I said. Use go-kill criteria with the stage gate analysis, both custom tailored to your project to ensure that you get the right data at the right times. And remember, use the scorecard approach combined with the initial stage gate results to ensure that you're making the best decision with the data that you generate. Because you don't want to get halfway through a project and realise you could have done a different, better way. And then you'd have to continue on doing it if you're so far into the project, or lose all the progress you've made, all the funding you had, to go back and start again. So using the scorecard approach with the stage gate results will allow you to be able to analyse and determine what is the best course of action to take according to the score each path is given. So now that you've chosen the path in the project that you believe is the one to pick for, you need to ensure that all your resources are in place. Now, to do this, use strategic buckets. Now, a strategic bucket is a portfolio management method that defines where management desires the development dollars to go, broken down by project type, project market, project geography, or product area. Now, strategic buckets is based on the notion that strategy becomes real when you start spending money. Thus, translating strategy from theory to reality is about making decisions on where the resources should be spent. Strategic buckets. With resource allocation now firmly established and driven by strategy, projects within each bucket are then ranked against one another to establish priorities. So you'll find with most companies and any industries, etc., they'll obviously have a certain amount of funding, and it's up to your strategic buckets method to determine which projects are prioritised in terms of funding, which is when your previous analysis of the scorecards, the stage gates, the goal criteria come in to play, because you would then use data generated from that to predict how successful a project could be, and from there, since you don't know, it is indeed a risk since you don't know, but there you can then get a sense of what resources this project may need, and ranking it against the other projects' scores, etc., and then seeing if they require the resources and making sure that they get the resources that they need if you want to push forward on that project. So, making your TD projects pay off. Now, as I said previously, if you want them to pay off, they need to be successful, and if they're to be successful, you need to manage them correctly. So you want to adopt a TD stage gate process using custom tailored go-kill criteria, scorecards, and success criteria, and employing strategic buckets to ensure resource availability are the main. I mean, they're not. This isn't a surefire method. You know, there are other methods out there, but these are the main ones. So, if you do these right, your project should pay off, as long as it's managed correctly, assessed correctly, and you proceed correctly. You know, you take it exactly how you perceive it to be. Now, that was a really quick recap on what you should need to know for the quiz. Now, the quiz is similar to the tutorials, except it'll be 10 questions. They'll be slightly, I would say, harder, but they'll be different than the tutorial questions. But based on similar material, it's based on the same material, so it shouldn't be too difficult if you've done okay with the tutorial questions. But you'll find the quiz next to the lecture content, which will be found on the KP LAMA website. You have 10 questions, as I said, and you'll be given an hour to do it. Now, the 10 questions could be split, I'm not sure yet, but they may be split into different sections, multiple choice, written, etc. But any questions related to study questions should be directed to the forum, or if no answer from the forum, mail it to us before the quiz, obviously. Once completed and passed, you have successfully finished the Managing Technology Projects section of this course, and I will wish you all the best in completing the rest of the topics in this course. Goodbye.